You guys, the trays for the Harvest Right extra large freeze dryer are enormous. Look at this. Look at that. Huge. I was really thrown off when we opened up the freeze dryer, unboxed everything, and I laid eyes on these trays for the first time. I thought, I'm in trouble. Because, like you, I looked at a ton of videos before we ordered it and while we were waiting for it, and I just knew that I was going to pre-freeze all of my food because that's what everybody said to do. But the minute I saw these trays, I thought that's never going to work because we have a chest freezer. And sure enough, Dave tried it for me, went out and checked right away. And with the little bar in between, it just, they don't fit. So rather than give up on pre-freezing everything, I knew I was going to have to find a solution. Now, where do you go when you have a problem of this magnitude? Well, to the Dollar Tree. Have you not been listening to me? Of course I went to the Dollar Tree. But as always, they had exactly what I needed. So I found these brownie pans. And measuring from the bottom, they are 10 inches by 6.5 inches, and they perfectly fit. I can get 4 of them side by side on the tray. I'm going to show that to you. But what I do with these, the last batch that I made was lemon slices, and I was able to put parchment paper and then a layer of lemons, and I did like 5 layers of that thick or deep and stuck it out in the freezer, and it didn't take very long. And then what I did was I just took each of those pieces of parchment paper and slid it off onto the tray. It could not have been easier, and it solved my little problem. So that's one of the things I didn't expect when I ordered this extra large freeze dryer, but there's a solution if you've ordered one as well. And you are also dismayed because you couldn't buy a freezer big enough to fit these massive trays. It's like the people down at the brownie pan making factory got together and said, listen, we've got a problem. A whole bunch of people are going to need these brownie pans to fit their Harvest Right extra large tray. And they did it. Look at that. I couldn't be happier. I think you should run down to the Dollar Tree. So problem number 1 solved. But problem number 2 was that, again, like you, I'm watching all the videos and I'm hearing how important it is to be weighing everything. I did have a digital scale, but I knew that I was never going to be able to read that scale underneath these massive trays. So I had to order another one. I researched a bunch of them on Amazon, and I ordered one that came with an app. I love this scale, and I'm going to show you. I'll share the link with you. Of course I'm going to show you, but I'll share the link with you. So if you're looking for a scale, you can get one of these. What I love about it is that the tray, being as massive as it is, it doesn't matter. It sits right on the scale, and then I just look at my phone at the app and it tells me the weight. It's perfect. However, after I had weighed, I don't know, 4 or 5 trays, I think I was toward the very end of that, the tray must have had heavier stuff on it. I don't know what the problem was, or maybe the scale just gave up, but it started shutting off. The weight of the tray with the food on it was heavy enough that it was somehow pushing the off button. And so I was trying to maneuver and get it to go off to the side and, just trying to fake out the scale and just barely, lightly set it down so the scale wouldn't notice that it was on there, all the things we think. And it was just not working for me anymore. So during one of those nights when I was lying awake in the middle of the night, because that happens, I'm up almost every night. In fact, last night when we went to bed, Dave said goodnight, and then he said, I'll see you in a few hours. And I said, yes, I'm looking forward to it. And guess what? We were up a few hours later. So anyway, one of those nights when I was lying there, I just could not stop thinking about this. And I don't know, I just had an epiphany. I pulled out something I had in my craft bin, and it worked perfectly. So watch this. These are just little adhesive backed foam strips that you can use for spacers. They come on and off pretty easily, as you can see. I mostly wanted to concentrate around the on and off button, but I went around the edge of the arbor leaf scale just so the tray wasn't wobbly. And now for the test run. You just turn on the scale. And then there's an app that you download onto your phone. It's right there. You open that up, hit the food section, and as you can see, there's no weight on it. But now with the tray on it, you'll see that you can clearly watch the app on your phone and get a perfect measurement. And then just so that you can see how it continues to weigh, I'm putting some lemon powder on there that I made a few days ago. I will be sharing that video. And also a big old jar of fire cider, which I will also be showing you how to make in another video. So that's all the problems I can solve for now, at least until after I have a nap. Maybe I'll go do that now. Thanks for listening. See you soon.